housing is very high, and this acts like a catalyst for builders to build more housing. As more houses are built, more people move into those houses, and the cycle repeats. This is not as much a snowball effect as an avalanche. Considering that the average family has 1 to 3 children, and one house contains one family, the number of students in need of a solid education is exploding. From 2000 to 2013, Dublin's population has grown from 30,000 people to a whopping 52,000.
A new high school is mandatory. Just expanding our current one is not enough to accommodate the increase in the number of students moving to Dublin. A flyer that I received this morning estimated that by expanding the current high school, it will only accommodate 500 more students. Just this year, the number of students at Fallon Middle School increased by approximately 200 people. If this rate continues, we will need to further expand the high school in just 2 more years. However, if we build a new high school, not only will we be able to accommodate more people, but we will be able to hold more students for a longer time.
Many Dublin residents live on the east side of Dublin. The journey from East Dublin to West Dublin is an inconvenience at the very least. And for the people who travel on the bus, it is almost a nightmare. One, these buses are very overcrowded and very difficult to catch. Then the buses snail all the way around Dublin before reaching Dublin High School. And even then, sometimes the bus breaks down, causing sometimes the students to come late. Students also have a hard time trying to convince parents to help come and pick for them, as the parents have a very busy schedule in the morning and cannot afford time in their busy schedules. Also, not to mention, most of the students also have brothers and sisters who also need to go to their elementary and middle schools. How do we have enough time to help both send our brothers and sisters and us to our respective schools?
I agree. And not only that, Fallon was created to accommodate much less than how many kids there are now. There are so many students that there's a need for portables. Many of us wanted 0 period this year, which you can choose to wake up 45 minutes earlier and have an extra elective. But since there are so many students this year, many of us haven't received these chances, including Jeffrey, Varun, and I. Also, because of this, some of us don't even get the classes we choose, and this is happening to some in the high school.
There are only a defined number of leadership roles in a school. But being part of the school team for sport, or the debate team, or drama team, having a large high school population produces the opportunities for students to distinguish and differentiate themselves on a college resume. From people, they become numbers. So, students from East Dublin take up to 40 minutes more than students from West Dublin to reach Dublin High. This means that theoretically, they have to wake up 40 minutes earlier in order to reach Dublin High on time for their first period. They also reach home 40 minutes later, and this impacts their bedtime. This is 80 minutes of sleep deprivation compared to students from West Dublin.